Hey everyone, welcome to Talking NASCAR with Brandon and Clint. It's another great episode coming at you today. I'm Brandon.
Yeah, you are.
This is Talking NASCAR with Brandon and Clint. And I'm Brandon.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try this one more freaking time. This is Talking NASCAR with Brandon and Clint. My name's Brandon.
And I'm the winner.
Now you say your part, you smug son of a bitch. Just say your freaking name for the people. Say your freaking name. Tell them what your name is. They may not be able to read.
It's Clint, also the winner.
Yeah.
Of the picks last week.
Yeah.
Not just the winner.
We're all impressed. And by everyone, I mean no one. No one's impressed.
Yeah. I picked Gibbs.
Yes.
I just want to let the audience know that now.
So,
the rest of you out there.
Our Bristol picks.
Yep.
Clint finally picked Ty Gibbs, his favorite driver.
He is now.
And I picked Ross Chastain because they were starting near each other, and I thought Chastain would be all right. And long story short, he shit the bed. So go ahead and gloat with your stupid, pathetic little victory. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No. I picked Gibbs to win. I thought, honestly, it was kind of a throwaway pick. But I was like, if you're going to use Gibbs, he's very good at short tracks. Let's say Bristol. And I threw him in there. And sure enough, that little 5'6" son of a bitch came out and won the goddamn race.
You're so brilliant and wise.
I know. I looked at some of the analytics, and in the end, though, I think we both know God spoke to me.
That must be what did it.
He said, Clint, this is the week you start to run away with this.
So God takes a preference in NASCAR races as to who wins and loses?
Yes. Obviously, yes. He was a Tom Brady fan. We know that.
Wouldn't he be concerned more with like genocide and
No.
Okay.
Obviously not.
Okay. No. My bad.
He was concerned about my pick. Yeah.
He wants you to win so you have bragging rights. What the hell do we even do?
Brandon, I have a 54-point lead.
We're all impressed. And
I know.
If we weren't going to get censored on YouTube, there's a very specific gesture that involves you can
Is it a read between the lines?
You can imagine. No. It's sha-sha. Like I can't do it. I'm not going to do it.
Okay, and your arm keeps disappearing. So
yes, I'm just going to keep saying in my very real house, my arm keeps disappearing.
Yes.
But okay.
Anyway, so that out of the way, I did win. I lucked into that pick. Let's get into the actual race. That was Bristol. Beyond, Ty Gibbs obviously gets his first win.
Yes.
Also, fake sponsor alert. This episode brought to you by Tylenol Complete, which is the only reason that I'm recording today because I had no voice this morning, and you will probably hear it go in and out. I am not going through puberty at 39. Pretty sure I've already done. So, as far as the race goes, what did you think?
Well, I am similar to you a few weeks ago. I was in and out of the race because I was watching Rory McIlroy win his second Masters in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandon was trying to keep me up to date on the golf game, and I'm like, I don't know what any of these words are. He's saying
and it's okay because my friend Ron, he watched every hole. We were sitting there texting back and forth, and so I got to scratch the golf itch with another friend, and then I scratched the NASCAR itch with you. So everything works out.
That does work out.
So it's great.
Did the Reds win?
The Reds got destroyed yesterday. Yeah, no, the Reds have been.
Okay. Yeah, well, the Cubs came from behind and won. So
that's terrific. That's great.
Yeah, they're still last in the division, so you have us there.
No, but yes. So I did watch. I did watch a good chunk of the race, just in between watching. Again, I actually did pick a winner because I predicted Rory would win his second in a row. So there we go. So I'm a winner too this weekend, just for nothing that matters.
Yeah, for nothing that matters.
Very serious point system that we have going. Yeah. But no, I thought it was okay. I go back and forth with Bristol sometimes, and again, not to be one of these, we need more lead changes, but sometimes a few more lead changes makes it a little bit more exciting. I thought the end of the race was exciting.
The race was very exciting, as was the O'Reilly race. I know you didn't watch the O'Reilly race, but the end of that race was very exciting too.
But yeah, Bristol, sometimes to me, it's a little, unless it sounds like a stereotypical NASCAR fan, but unless it's going to be a wreck fest or unless there's something it just doesn't quite have the allure sometimes that maybe Martinsville does or some of the other short tracks.
Okay. So I liked the race.
Sure.
Not just because I picked the winner, obviously beyond that. It made me physically more ill than I was to root for Gibbs in any capacity. I think we both talked about that. I did shower directly after.
Good.
I washed that stink off real quick.
Good.
So here's my thing, and this is I actually wrote this down because I wanted to talk about this because this was kind of my issue with the TV analysts beyond their normal crazy, the normal just wow, why did that person say this? Yeah, why did you have to say that? They kept pointing out how hard it is to pass, and like you just said, you wish there was more lead changes. I think when this comes up, if we go back, let's say I think we both agree the heyday of NASCAR was mid-90s, mid-2000s. Let's say
something like that. Not mid-2000s, because by then we lost Dale. But.
Well, yes, but let's say while Dale Jr. was still in the 8 car.
Okay, that's fair. Okay,
I would say the transition from 8 to 88 was a downward turn in NASCAR.
Sure.
It comes on the card tomorrow and all that.
Sure.
So my thing was Bristol that we saw yesterday. They were running low, they were running high, and they could pass. You did have Kyle Larson obviously running away with it, but Kyle Larson's Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
So you expect that to some degree. The thing I go back to is, so if we look back at old Bristol and we go, wow, those are the good old days. The good old days were mostly, let's say, Dale Sr. knocking somebody out of the way, Rusty knocking somebody out of the way, Jeff Gordon knocking somebody out of the way.
Sometimes Dale knocking Rusty out of the way, or vice versa.
Dale knocking Rusty out of the way, Jeff knocking Rusty out of the way. But that was because it was a one groove racetrack. Okay, there was no let me go high and try and get more momentum. That wasn't a thing.
True.
Right? There was only knock the guy out of the way because there was one. And so this whole idea of the announcers constantly saying it's hard to pass, it's always been hard to pass.
Sure.
Yeah, the appeal of Bristol was that it was rough and you had to knock somebody out of the way. So if you're going to go back and say, those were the good old days, you can't say now, well, it's too hard to pass. So it's always been hard to pass.
Sure. No. I mean,
it's harder now to knock somebody out of the way than it was before.
Yes, and I think again, sometimes the racing at Bristol, I think it was more exciting back then. It's still, like the geniuses said at the broadcast booth, it's always been hard to pass, but I think it was just more exciting, maybe because the era of drivers was just more aggressive.
I think we can. For me, I don't think the racing itself is worse now. I think the personalities of the drivers are.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
If I had to break it down, we both sat here, we made a big episode, made a whole thing about Bubba Wallace as our favorite driver. I still don't find myself rooting for him any more than anybody else.
Sure.
Maybe slightly more. But even so I was thinking about this during this race. Who do my eyes gravitate towards? Right? Who am I looking for? And it's usually whoever we pick that week. Right? So this week I'm looking for where's Gibbs, where's Chastain. I know it's a stupid competition, but it's kind of fun. It actually makes you watch for more.
It is fun. It makes me every week you have a different driver to
a different guy you're rooting for. But Hocevar,
I was going to say Hocevar,
who finished fourth, I think, fourth or fifth in this race.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, I know he was running up there. No, he didn't. He was top 10 though. He was top 10.
Did he fade towards the end just a little bit, or it was the caution when they pitted?
Yeah, the pitting in that last caution, I think he was still in the top 10 for sure. And then Busch. And I don't know if that's more of a watching the downturn that is Kyle Busch and RCR. I don't know if I'm just watching a slow train wreck. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. And Blaney a little bit. I watch out for Blaney. Sure. I like Blaney. Because Blaney to me is kind of a harken back personality a little bit.
Sure. Yeah,
a little more blue collar.
He even looks the part, the thick mustache, the kind of bullet look.
Yeah, I don't take it as like, oh, he's trying to be Dale Earnhardt. He's 100%. He's Ryan Blaney.
Yeah,
he's just being Ryan Blaney. And if I remember from an interview in the beginning of the year when they talked about the mustache, he actually said the only reason he kept it was because his wife liked it. And he was like, well, if it turns her on, I'm going to leave it on. Sure. And absolutely, we've all been there. Well, if you've been married, but those and Bubba Wallace to an extent, but those are kind of the guys that my eyes go look down the thing there. Got to go. Where are they? Where are they?
Sure.
So, and that's exciting for me because I don't pick one guy out and go. You don't live and die by the one guy. You can watch the whole race, and if Junior in your case or Stewart in my case were to wreck out, and you're like, well, flipping the channel, don't care anymore. Now it's just like, I'm going to watch this race to completion because I want to see what happens.
Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah. There's definitely multiple drivers that I definitely, to your point, keep an eye on. Hocevar is definitely one of them.
SVG, even I like watching him. Not so much at Bristol. Bristol is still eludes him. But a lot of these tracks he's starting to figure out, and I think I like watching him learn the new discipline that way. It's pretty fun.
Sure. Oh, one other point about the broadcasting. This is something that drives me insane. I've almost text. They don't say this every week, thank goodness, but pre-race or after they get the command to start the engines, they talk to the driver. The gimmick where they talk to someone after the car starts. Somehow that's just so different than what you just talked to them about 15 minutes before. But they always say, "How are you doing today?" Blah blah blah, and then they finish with, "Well, good luck. We'll be watching." Well, no shit, you'll be watching your broadcast. Why do they feel the need to let the driver know that they'll be watching?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's a Clint Boyer thing. Clint Boyer, I've heard him say it a half dozen times. We'll be watching. Yeah, no shit, bro. Yeah, no shit. It's just a little thing, but over time it builds.
I would like to see them broadcast a race they're not watching though.
That would be. It'd probably be
just as good.
It would be just as informative as the brilliant job that the rocket scientists are doing. Mike Joy excluded. He's polishing the turd that is his broadcasting team.
Yes.
I don't know how they find these people other than, well, you used to drive. Surely you can talk on television. No, not everybody can. I heard Barry Bonds opening night went into the broadcast. He did the pregame show for ESPN, and then he was in the broadcast booth. Sucks as a broadcaster. The guy just stinks. Yeah. You could be one of the greatest players of all time and not not one of the greatest drivers of all time and not cut out to be a broadcaster. So let's stop this. Give me Alan Bestwick again.
Yes.
For God's sake, Jerry Punch, for God's sakes.
Yes.
Jerry Punch isn't involved in NASCAR? Are you flipping kidding me?
Yeah, I didn't realize. I forgot about. Yeah, I guess he's not. Eh?
He's fantastic.
He is.
At this point, dig up Benny Parsons.
It would be just as good.
It'd be just as good. Here, Benny, what do you think as a corpse?
Yeah, I could see having Kevin, not Clint. Clint, I don't think serves any capacity here anymore. I could see having Kevin on, and during the cautions, kind of giving us driver insight into a certain situation.
Yeah.
But it's the constant talking.
Yep.
He doesn't have that much to say, so when he says stuff, it doesn't mean anything.
And everything he does, he sits there and he goes, interesting. This is interesting. This is interesting. 99% of the crap you're talking about, Kevin, isn't interesting to anyone anywhere. It's interesting to you.
Yeah.
Not you. To you. You're Kevin Harvick. Yeah. Kevin, you're watching. I know you watch.
You're pointing to the audience. Kevin, we know you're there. We know you're a big fan.
Stop saying things are interesting when they're not interesting. It's not interesting that tires get worn out after a bunch of laps. That's not interesting.
No.
That's called racing on a track.
I would say the tires didn't wear out fast enough yesterday.
I agree.
Now, still some wear, so that's good. Yep. But how Ty Gibbs tires were 80 laps more than the guys behind him.
That was kind of cool to see. It reminded me of when Elliott Sadler, when he won his first career race at Bristol.
Yes, that's true.
He stayed out and won the race.
Yeah.
And that was 2001. Yeah, because that was after Big E passed. They showed it yesterday that Rusty and Dale both got their first wins there. I knew Dale did.
Right.
But I did not know
Kurt Busch did as well.
Of course, Kurt. Yeah, I remember.
And Elliott Sadler. That's right. Yep. So Ty Gibbs joins those fellas.
I think it's safe to say he's better than Elliott Sadler. No offense, Elliott Sadler.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. The other three, no.
Of course not. That's ridiculous. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, he's not. Give me a freaking break. Kurt Busch, for all of his many faults and personality disorders and all the things that are wrong with both he and his brother, the personality struggles are real. Yeah. The big old ears are real. They had to pin them back. Just the doofy look. Oh yeah, Kurt Busch had pinned him back. I mean, that'd be a doofy look at some bitch if you're getting your ears pinned. Anyway, sorry, Kurt. I know you're a big fan of the show, but
big fan as well. Yeah.
But
one of the three listeners,
fantastic race car driver, and someone who does deserve the Hall of Fame nod.
He won a championship. And a lot of wins. Like I said, in our criteria, there was championship or a lot of wins, and he had both.
Yes. And I think there needs to be a clear threshold about what a lot of wins means too, because I think we already discussed how Junior was kind of on the fence, and I think he had 26 career wins. I would say, should it be maybe 40? Is it around 40? Does the number matter that much that we're going to split hairs if it's 35?
Yeah. If we had to come down to it, how many wins does a championship account for? So if you were doing an equation, right? Mm-hmm. But you had, so let's say Chase Elliott retires tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And he's got 20 wins.
Something like that. Yeah.
And one championship. How many wins does that championship add? Like, would you say 10, 15?
That's so hard to quantify.
I know, that's what I mean. But like, if you had to come up with an equation and you go this plus this or this, like X plus Y equals Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
X is championships, Y is wins. And if you don't have any championships, but you have, in Denny Hamlin's case, 62 wins, yes, that deserves a Hall of Fame nod. So where is that number?
Sure.
You know what I mean? And then if you don't have a lot of wins, like you say, you're an Alan Kowicki, where you had 5 wins in a championship, and we both sat there and went, probably not. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that championship has to equate for an X amount of wins.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
That would be an interesting. That would be a scientific way of picking.
Because to me, I think, and there's also, I mean, we don't keep people out of the Hall of Fame in baseball if they don't win a World Series.
Right.
We don't do that. I mean, if Mickey Mantle never won, I mean, that's ridiculous. But if Mickey Mantle never won a World Series, he still has 536 career home runs.
How many Cubs are in the World Series? Never won a World Series.
I mean, Ted Williams, that's a better one. 500 plus career home runs. One of the greatest hitters of all time. Played for the Red Sox. Never got a World Series.
I would say more variables in baseball than in racing.
Sure.
Probably.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. What do you have? Does the number of top 10s matter?
No.
Does the number of top 5s matter?
No. That's because to me in racing, where you go second place is the first loser. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like, how many times did you go to the World Series but lost? It doesn't matter. You didn't win.
Well, and what's funny is even drivers that do have, some drivers have multiple championships and are, I think, borderline cases. We've talked about Joey Logano and how he would have no championships. But another very borderline case, in my opinion, is Terry Labonte and Bobby Labonte. Very borderline at most.
Bobby Labonte, I would say, was not a flash in the pan type. I don't know if that's the exact saying, but like, you have to say he didn't have a good career. But he definitely had a spiky career where with Gibbs, he was very good. But even when he won the championship, he didn't have that many wins.
Yeah, no, I think he had 2 that year. Yeah.
Yeah. And so do you quantify consistency with that?
Yeah.
I mean, I think in the moment you do.
Yeah. And then there's even other cases. Ricky Rudd.
Ricky Rudd, Matt Kenseth for a good portion.
Sure.
Up until he was with Gibbs. Gibbs, he won quite a bit, but prior to that, with Roush, like obviously we know his championship is what possibly set the chase in motion.
Yep.
With the one win the whole season, right? So again, yes, in that case, was it very impressive that he got that many top 5s, top 10s, that he ended up winning the championship with only one win? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. That would be interesting to come up with a formula. I think we should do that for a future episode.
Yeah,
where we each come up with our own formula of maybe include top 5s, top 10s, like, and add points. Like, there's got to be a points total or something that you go, this plus this plus this plus this equals Hall of Fame. Or if it doesn't, or it has to be greater than certain number to equal Hall of Fame.
Freudian slip.
Yeah. So that would be it. That would be an interesting, interesting topic.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, we could maybe try to come up with a system there. Yeah, because I don't really view, to me, a top 5s, career top 5s. That'd be like, well, how many MVP runner-ups did a baseball player get? I don't care.
Yeah.
Mike Trout's got quite a few
polls, right? Like we know Ryan Newman for a time was Rocket Man, got polls everywhere.
Sure.
Does it matter? No. Would you say is Hall of Famer now? No.
Yeah, sure. That's a good point. Yeah, number of polls. Yeah, because you
were really fast for a lap.
Yeah, and also there does need to be, I do think, having one great season, even if you win the championship, should not qualify you for the
right. So we're saying your career should have lasted a certain amount of time.
Yes, well, so let's say Tyler Reddick wins 5 more races this year, 6 more races this year, wins the championship. That's a fantastic year. Hats off to him. Happy to see it. Good for.
But never wins another race.
Yeah, no. Even let's say he gets the championship, retires.
Yep.
Or just goes downhill. No, you have not done enough. So I do not think a championship is enough.
But that's why I think it has to be worth something.
Yeah,
if you said, like I said, if you said championship equals 10, 15 wins, and go, and you need to have 35, 40 points for wins in the bank. Let's call, what did Mark Martin get for wins? In the 40s?
Yeah, in the 40s, yeah.
Okay, so I would say Mark Martin as a no championship person who should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame. I would say that is, let's say, not say bottom of the barrel, but like starting point.
Sure.
And so you go, okay, 40 wins, a 40 win career, championship included, is Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah, then we have, of course, Dale Jr., which we talked about as a borderline case. Ricky Rudd, who is not.
I don't think Ricky Rudd should be in the Hall of Fame.
No, Harry Gant.
I don't think so either.
Appreciate
a great career. Yeah, doesn't make you a Hall of Famer. No, being very good doesn't make you a Hall of Famer.
Very true.
Being excellent and top of the pinnacle. You're the pinnacle of your sport.
Absolutely. Yes, I agree. And again, Harry Gant, flash in the pan. Those multiple wins in a row. Certainly a good race car driver. Certainly someone who has done a lot of good stuff for the sport, but not a Hall of Famer. So some of them I do think, if Mark Martin is kind of a cut point, for the no championship driver, then we've already, Denny Hamlin's certainly in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As they should be. Like 62 wins, your top 10 wins. Absolutely, you deserve to be in.
Yep. I don't know. But we'll have to come up with an equation here because this is sparking my the wheels.
Right. It's an interesting thought. Okay,
are they going to announce when someone goes in how many career top 10s they had? Do they do that?
That's what I mean. No, that's even when we talked about stage wins. We're going to get up to be like, with 35 stage wins, so and so is inducted to the Hall of Fame. You'd be like, I don't care.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Even what's interesting about our little competition here is that how much how much stage wins, or stage points, make a difference in the overall total. So now, even when you're thinking about it, you're like, not only am I trying to pick a guy who I think will win the race, but will be in the top 10 throughout the race.
Yep, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And again, as we've talked about, we may have differed a little bit on this opinion. I don't think stage points should matter. I'm fine with you having a natural break in the race. That's fine, I guess. But for me, again, it's like you coming out of a baseball game and go, well, I won inning 3, you won inning 6. But like none of that matters. Well, we were leading. Well, you don't come out of a game that you just lost and go, but we were winning the first 5 innings. It's like, it doesn't matter. You lost.
That's very true. That's very true. That's a good point. No, I think our viewers may have noticed I was just distracted. My wife was trying to see if I wanted another beer very nicely at first. So
of course he does.
Is it cold? Are those cold now? Or can you check the one in the freezer? I sound like a spoiled. I am spoiled. Did I put one in there? Or did I forget? Or maybe I forgot. I'll just take another Miller Lite for now. Miller Lite, the fake sponsor that bailed on us because we were too profane.
And yet he keeps drinking it.
Fuck you, Miller Lite. So I feel better now. That actually it held up. So there you go.
There you go.
It's a fake sponsor. The fake sponsor from hell. Your letter, your
maybe you should ask your wife for your next week's pick. Maybe she'll do better.
Maybe who will do better?
So maybe you should ask Kayla for your next week's pick. Maybe she'll do better.
Clint's giving me some shit. He's picking on me. Good. Kayla says hi.
Hi.
Not very nice. You're supposed to back me up. I'm your husband. I'm your hubby.
She's locked in now, I guess. She has you trained.
Women.
Anyway, definitely one of these next episodes we're going to come up with. We'll think about it in between episodes, come up with an equation that we think works, or each individually, and kind of explain why we think that is. Looking forward to next week in Kansas. Kansas is usually a pretty exciting race. Mile and a halves in this car typically are. We do unfortunately revert back to 550 horsepower, which we haven't done since Vegas. So Darlington, Martinsville, Bristol, all 750 horsepower races. I wish that was just all the time. There's been talk that they may do that next year, but it won't be this year. After Kansas, we go to Talladega. That's a crapshoot.
I think I might just go with Cody Ware or something. We'll see there.
Pretty much. If there's a race you're just going to throw a guy away, it's probably Talladega.
Yeah.
Although my pick is not really a throw it.
I legit might. This would be fun to put on an episode. Create a dart board with all the drivers I haven't picked yet, and just take a dart and throw it and see where it lands, and that'll be my Talladega pick.
Daytona, Talladega, just.
Yeah.
Even are there 2 Atlanta? There are 2 Atlanta races.
What I think I'm going to do? I'm going to have a little wheel, and I'm going to do a random of the drivers I haven't picked. Just
have it preloaded on the website there.
I am going to do that for Talladega. I think that will be
That's
fun.
A good idea.
And we'll do an episode with Talladega. My prediction. Here's my genius prediction. Oh. John Hunter Nemechek, come on down.
Oh, I didn't even think about him. You do have to pick him.
I do. Yep. You do too.
Oh, man. I don't know where to put him.
Yep. Where do you pick the driver that sucks everywhere? Am I right?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just looking over who I've already picked for certain races. God, I don't know.
Gonna have to pick him. We got to pick Cody Ware. We got to pick Noah Gragson.
I have Ware already. Oh, Gregson. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we got to pick Noah Gragson.
Oh, God. Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon. We have to pick Ty Dillon. There's a whole slew of mediocre drivers that don't really have a chance in hell that we're going to have to pick. So
and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm legit. I'm going to do a wheel. I think that'll be entertaining.
That's as good as anything for those races.
And then if I end up winning through that method, I'm going to do a damn wheel anytime there's a plate race.
I just decided where I'm going to put Nemechek.
There you go.
I'm putting him in right now. Okay.
I was going to say, don't tell me.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to tell you. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 preloaded drivers in my list. I don't know how many races left.
See,
26 races.
See, unlike you, I like to just fly by the seat of my pants. And see, sometimes that leads to you kicking my freaking ass. But I just want it on record that at least at the start of the year, I had a very solid lead before
you did.
Before I pulled a Chicago Cubs, before I pulled a Boston Red Sox, before I pulled a what are some other teams that choke a lot? Mostly just the Cubs, and occasionally the Red Sox.
And with that, I'm gonna on Alabama and kick Brandon's ass.
I am Steve Bartman, and you are Moises Alou.
Too soon.
It's been 23 years.
Only 23 years.
Wasn't it 23? Yeah, it was 2003.
Yeah, 2003. Yeah, 2003.
Yeah. See, you never know what you're going to hear. I'm talking NASCAR with Brandon and Clint.
Brandon
Steve Bartman has come up in the conversation. And Clint is thrilled that I brought him up.
So thrilled.
Yes. It's a really, really great memory for Cubs fans.
I feel bad for that guy because any one of us would have done the exact same thing.
He did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong. Absolutely.
He literally tried to get a baseball at a playoff game.
Yeah.
I would have literally shoved my wife out of the way to get the ball. Like, I would have knocked a child over. Like, maybe not. I wouldn't be caring about it.
And has. So.
Yeah. I wouldn't be caring about it, but I definitely would have done what he did.
Yeah. So. No, and that's we're going to get onto this subject of the NASCAR show. From what I understood, he was listening to the game on his headphones, and it had a delay.
Yep.
So what he was listening to wasn't what was happening, right? So I'm not that I don't know that would have mattered.
Also, this is relevant because Steve Bartman, I found out, is a viewer of this podcast. So Steve, thanks for the support.
Huge NASCAR fan. Yeah.
Don't really like the Cubs, but I'm sorry that you had to go through that because that sucks to go through that for a baseball game. So thanks for the support, Steve. So see, there we go. Tied it right back into NASCAR.
Right back into
John Hunter Nemechek sucks. Steve Bartman got treated unfairly. We solved a lot of problems here tonight. And Ty Gibbs is still a spoiled brat.
He is. Even I'm not getting into it. I didn't even like his post race. He didn't seem that excited for a first time winner after having been in the series for 3 years.
Yeah, seriously.
Not that he wasn't excited, but I don't know. I expected more.
I agree. Yeah, it was kind of and his burnout was meh. It's kind of meh.
Yeah. He put his mom in the car. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all fine and good. No, but at least Chase Elliott, boring as shit as he is, at least he had a good burnout when he won.
That's true. He does. He does do good burnouts.
And he beat Denny Hamlin, little Denny. That was funny. Sorry, Denny. Sorry about you, Dad.
Chase Elliott won a lap down in this race.
Yes, he did.
Think about that. A week ago, he won. This week, he won a lap down.
Yep. And you know who I almost picked this week? I almost picked Riley Herbst.
That would have almost been a really good pick.
Yep.
Until it wasn't.
Yep.
Until he picked a fight with Kyle Busch.
Yep.
How about KSD? He got punted by. So Riley Herbst and Kyle Busch go back to, I think it's COTA last year.
Oh, fun.
Or this year. They go back a ways.
How many years have they been racing at COTA? Just a couple, right?
4 or 5.
Okay. For some reason I thought it was only I like COTA.
I'm trying to think if it was COTA this year or COTA last year. Those two got into it.
Okay.
And I don't think they're friends.
Does Kyle Busch have friends that are race car drivers?
No.
He doesn't strike me as a real chummy type of guy. He's kind of like Ross Chastain.
He and Denny seem to get along okay. They were teammates for a long freaking time, though.
Yeah. I mean, not that it matters. I mean, I wouldn't want to be friends with any of those motherfuckers. Like, if you're, my job's to kick your butt every week. But,
if you had to have a beer with one driver, though, we're just going to end it on this. If you had to go have a beer with one driver, who would it be?
Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep, Ryan Blaney. Seems like a nice guy, good old boy, kind of a throwback. I think it'd be fun. And he doesn't really have an ego, which is kind of cool.
No, I agree.
Yeah. Yep. So there we go. We both agree. Ryan, if you're watching this, let's get a beer.
Yeah. Invite us to a race, maybe. Maybe pay our sin to a race. Not Miller Lite.
Not Miller Lite, because they pulled out as a fake sponsor.
And not Bud Light. If you're going to buy us beers, you're rich. Get us good beer.
Yes. Yingling.
Yes.
Well, that'll do her. Any words of wisdom about merging?
Yes. Please do throttle down. Can I also announce I bought a car.
That's fantastic.
I traded in my truck. I hated it. Still get a little teary-eyed. I love that truck. But gas prices being what they are, and are even higher than they are in the States, was not feasible anymore. So with that, please do merge at speed. If you're not going to do that, get the hell off the road. If you're not going to at least do the speed limit, get off the road. Keep it between the lines, as Ricky Manchel said.
Yes. Clint does kids' parties, if anyone's interested. Motivational talks about merging. Until next time, rock the vote, wipe till it's white. Take care of each other.
Thank you.